A big week of travel kicking off ahead of Thanksgiving this weekend. I'm meteorologist Melissa Noor with the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team. Here's a look at the big storms heading across the country that could impact your Thanksgiving travel. Now for Saturday, dry weather expected if you're heading out or into Atlanta. But if you're heading up into the mid-Atlantic, the Northeast, big storm system with rain and wind expected there. I do think it's all rain along the 95 corridor, but you can see a little bit of pink showing up on the map with some of those snowflakes mixing in. Middle part of the country from the southern to central plains looking pretty good with quiet weather, but big storm system, bomb cyclone, atmospheric river events still impacting the Pacific Northwest. So that means rain for the valleys. But as we get into the coastal range, the Sierra Nevadas, the Cascades, we're expecting some of that higher elevation snow. And this storm system could impact some travel out in that neck of the woods, but it still looks dry for the front range of the Rockies out in Denver. Let's push things forward to Sunday. You can see more of the same. Another area of rain pushing onto the Pacific Northwest. Los Angeles 62 looks mostly dry out in LA, but we can see some more snow pushing across to part of the Rocky Mountains. Denver cooling off to 55, still looking quiet in the southern, central, even some northern plains. But as we look at the southeast, milder air starting to return. Highs in Atlanta make it back to the 60s. Meanwhile, up in the Northeast, I know they're dealing with some travel issues on Saturday. By Sunday, things are starting to dry out and look much better for travel weather. Also for Monday, but you notice there's another little storm system pushing through the Midwest that will bring a few rain showers. Not a huge deal on Monday. Looks like on the weaker side of things. Mild weather, dry across the southeast. Temperatures, in fact, close to 80 in New Orleans there for Monday afternoon. Some snow, though. Little clipper system pushing across, going to bring some snow to Minneapolis. You look at Denver, 44 the high temperature. And yet again, this has been a week of unsettled weather on the West Coast and more rain and higher elevation snow expected. California up to the Pacific Northwest. So definitely check you with your travel provider moving forward if you're traveling in that direction. Tuesday, more of the same out along the West Coast. And we'll also see some of that snow starting to slide east into Salt Lake City, the higher elevations in the Rocky Mountains as well. Tuesday, there will be a storm system bringing a few showers to Atlanta early in the morning, but I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. Meanwhile, there will be a storm system up across the mid-Atlantic and Northeast that will bring some rain along the 95 corridor. You notice there upstate of Maine, a little bit of snow on the way there. Let's push things forward to Thanksgiving Eve. And for Wednesday, we're looking at dry weather in the southeast, but the next storm system that will be impacting us on Thanksgiving Day, that point's pushing through the Rocky Mountains, even into the plains. So some rain starting off the day in Kansas City. But as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday, maybe some flakes mixing in there in the Midwest. So Denver, snowy day on Wednesday expected, but finally drying things out along the West Coast. Let's push things forward to Thanksgiving Day. And you can see here looking much better along the West Coast. But that storm system that was impacting Denver on Wednesday, it's going to be here in Atlanta on Thursday. That does mean some rain showers moving in with highs in the 60s. As of today, it looks like that rain would be the second half of the day rather than the morning. So turkey trots may be dry, but the rain will be pushing in the afternoon. And also looking out towards a Thanksgiving Day parade in New York City on 11 Alive. There could be some rain Thanksgiving Day there in New York as well. A chilly rain at that. High temperature Thursday out in New York City, just 43 degrees. So a lot of rain Thanksgiving Day. For us here in Atlanta, I think that rain's going to be the second half of the day. Hopefully we'll stay dry for turkey trots happening first thing in the morning. Now, Black Friday, if you're going to be out shopping, there still will be some lingering showers along the 95 corridor. And you notice inland, little bit of that blue showing up on the map. So that's going to be some interior snow possible, especially through the higher elevations, the Blue Ridge and the Appalachians as well. Some of that snow pushing throughout the Midwest near the Great Lakes, but will quiet things down as well near the middle part of the country. So chilly, but looking dry there from Dallas 56 to Denver 37, and then West Coast looking mostly dry before the next system starts to move in. So I know there's a lot of active weather moving in. Now rain, of course, will be an impact, but snow, something people also want to know about. This is a look at the next 7 days, the snow potential with the European model. And what you'll notice is, of course, we're not going to see snow here in the Atlanta area. Not expecting that, but there are two areas of the map. Upstate New England, interior New England, and also the West Coast going to get some pretty hefty snowfall totals. Anywhere from the Front Range, the Cascades, the Coastal Range as well. Big snow amounts you notice in this blue color west of Denver and the Rockies, the front range of the Rockies. We're expecting good 10+ inches of snow over the next week. They're a little bit stretching throughout the Midwest. There will be a little bit on the northern side of that system coming in Wednesday night and Thanksgiving Day, and then some more decent snowfall totals, upwards of ½ a foot of snow expected there in interior New England. Now, if you're sticking around the Atlanta area for Thanksgiving, we're expecting things to be mostly dry for turkey trots and parades in the morning, but rain looking more likely this second half of the day. So if you have afternoon feasts that are going to be outside rather than inside, you may want to look at a backup plan, some kind of area of shelter for those, or to move them inside. Unfortunately, it does look like rain will be moving in, but temperatures will be seasonable. We'll go for highs running in the 60s there.